The 17-year-old accused of killing a man in the parking lot of a Columbus strip club nearly 3 years ago turned down a plea deal this morning, which would have set him free at a relatively young age.
WRBL's Hannah James was in the courtroom this morning when both sides were prepared to accept the guilty plea deal. She joins us now. Hannah.
Teresa, Phil, the plea deal would have made him a free man before he was 35. Instead, Raymond Richmond fired his public defender in open court, rejecting the plea deal.
Richmond has indicated he wishes to fire me.
Raymond Richmond was just 14 years old when he was accused of shooting Samuel London to death in 2020. Police say it was a car theft operation gone wrong. A group of 5 teenagers were allegedly breaking into cars in the Foxy Lady Lounge parking lot off of Victory Drive. It happened June 5th of 2020 when London, a patron of the establishment, went to get in his vehicle and found Richmond inside. Police say an altercation ensued between the two shortly before Richmond allegedly shot London.
Is it your desire that you don't want Mr. Kraft to represent you anymore? Is that correct?
He ain't been doing that for me, so I don't feel comfortable with him no more.
Public Defender Steve Kraft has been representing Richmond for nearly 3 years and continued to advocate for Richmond after being fired.
I just feel like maybe it's a little overwhelming this morning, being in the courtroom and being faced with a life-altering decision with his other issues. He's competent. The doctors never disagreed about that, and the doctors are in agreement that he does have some intellectual disability.
The proposed plea deal, negotiated by Kraft and Christopher George, an attorney with the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia, lessened Richmond's felony murder charge to voluntary manslaughter. The offer on the table was a 20-year prison sentence for the manslaughter charge and 5 years probation on entering an auto.
If he does not accept this offer, that the state has made clear they are withdrawing any future offers and will proceed to trial on the murder. The manslaughter is no longer on the table. I think that's an important understanding of that, correct, Mr. George?
That's correct, Judge. If the defendant, Mr. Richmond, does not want to accept the offer that his attorney fought for, from my understanding of the prior record before PAC was appointed the case, then we will revoke the offer and prepare for trial.
Under Georgia law, murder has a mandatory sentence of life. Phil, Teresa, Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit District Attorney Stacey Jackson had to recuse his office from the case. Jackson, a criminal defense attorney at the time, represented one of the co-defendants briefly during a preliminary hearing. Back to you both.
Thank you, Hannah. Richmond did not back down from his decision to fire Kraft. He told Judge Martin his family would hire a private attorney instead.